So if you guys have the new Samsung Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge, or if you're planning on buying that phone and you come from the S6, the Note 5, or even the S6 Edge Plus, I'm sure probably the number one question that you have is, is it worth the upgrade? So before we can say if it's worth the upgrade, we need to analyze or realize what are the changes, what are the new things that we see on the S7 or S7 Edge that we don't see on the previous version. I want to focus mostly on the camera on this video. We're going to take a look at the camera interface. I'm going to provide you guys with samples of pictures and videos, and we're going to get to the conclusion, how good or how better it is the camera on the S7 Edge versus the previous versions. So what do we have on this here? We have a 5 megapixel front facing camera, a 12 megapixel rear camera. In comparison to the last year version, we had a 16 megapixel on the rear, but the same 5 megapixel on the front. So besides the megapixels, which most of you guys know that megapixel doesn't necessarily mean that the higher the pixels or megapixels, the better the quality. But besides the difference on the rear camera this year is 12 versus last year 16, what else are you getting? So according to Samsung, the shutter speed when you're taking pictures is supposed to be faster than last year, and also the camera has a better sensor, a better aperture, so it's gonna give you better low light pictures. So what's the aperture on this new phone? It's a 1.7 aperture on the rear camera versus last year was 1.9. Okay, so with that information, I think we should go ahead and take a look at the camera interface, give you guys all the information, show you all the menus and all that, and we're gonna provide with samples of pictures and videos of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Alright guys, let's start talking about business here with this camera application on the S7 Edge. Let's go ahead and remove the case. I'm sure you guys would rather see the phone without the case, since it's a beautiful phone. So we already mentioned the important things about this phone and the camera. 5 megapixel front facing camera, wide angle, which matches the same specs from last year. 12 megapixel rear camera, which is a little bit different than last year, which was 16 megapixel. Now they call it dual pixel camera, and also, like I said before, they advertise better pictures in low light and faster shutter when you're taking the pictures. So let's go ahead and open here the camera, double pressing the home button. So that's a camera interface. Pretty much looks, I would say, 90 or 95% similar to the one than last year. A couple of differences, and it might be related either to the Android 6 installed on the phone versus Android 5 on the other version from last year. But right here we see this arrow, which you can hide all the different tools that you get here on this side, or you can just show them by pressing the arrow. We get effects right here, which was also, or it is included in the version from last year. We also get the HDR, the timer, the flash. You can change right here the picture size, and this is a major change for this year, and a lot of people, I can tell you right now, including myself, A lot of people are not happy with this because the maximum resolution, which is 12 megapixel, it's only in the 4.3 aspect ratio. In comparison to last year, you were able to take advantage of the full 16 megapixel in the 16:9 aspect ratio. So if you want to get 16:9, you have to go down to 9.1 megapixel. That's not good. Other than that, we get access right here to the settings of the camera. You can change right here the video size, video recording. You can record in 60 frames, 1080p. So right there, nothing is different. You get the motion picture tracking, autofocus. We had that before. Video stabilization, we had that before. Location tags, review pictures, quick launch, shutter sound, reset settings, and all that. On the right side of the phone, we have access or quick access to the gallery right there. We also see right here the record button, and you can tap right here to take pictures while you are recording, pause the video, and stop the video. Right here, it's the shutter for the pictures. And speaking of that, as you guys can see, it takes the pictures really quick. And here's the access to the mode. We see auto, pro, selective focus, panorama, video collage, live broadcast, slow motion, virtual shot, food, hyperlapse. I don't see fast motion, which I see on the, for example, I have right here the S6 Edge Plus. I'll show you that in a moment. So I don't see fast motion. There's an option to download, so you can go ahead and access here other modes for the camera from the Samsung Galaxy Essentials apps, so you can download more. So this is basically the interface. Other than that, we get access right here to the front-facing camera, and there is me and the my new Panasonic Lumix amazing camera that I'm recording with right now. For the front-facing camera, we get right here the option to change the picture size. So if you put it in the 16:9, it's not going to be wide angle. If you put it back in the 4.3 aspect ratio, then it's going to be wide angle. We already had that before. You get access to control. Well, you cannot control the flash using the front-facing camera, but it's showing there. So this bar right here stays the same whether you're looking at the front or rear camera. But the only thing that you can change here is the aspect ratio and get access to the settings when you are looking at the front-facing camera. Front-facing camera video maximum resolution is 2560 by 1440, which we had last year. Other than that, you get the motion picture. So it basically lets you record a short video clip of what happens before each picture is taken. I believe that option is not on the previous version from last year. Video stabilization, grid lines, location, shooting methods, quick launch, and all that. On the other side right here, we get access to modes. You get the selfie, wide selfie, video collage, live broadcast, virtual shot. All of these were part of last year version. And here's a look at the front-facing camera. It doesn't take the pictures as quick as the rear camera. Here's the rear camera now. Now let's see what else we can do with the rear camera. Okay, so I put a couple of objects here in front of the camera, and there it is focusing really quick. Now it's focusing on the back. These Altoids peppermint pills. Now it's focusing right there on the Listerine. So as you guys can see, it changes the focus really quick. So that's really good. Also, if you tap on the screen and you keep it pressed, it's on an autofocus lock. So it stays right there. So if I move it there, as you guys can see, it's not focusing. It's only focusing on the main object right here. Now we can move that and change the location. So as you guys can see, now it's focusing on the Altoids and it's not focusing on the Listerine. So if I move it, it's still blurry. The focus is concentrated in the background. Let's take a look at that picture. So take a look at this picture. The Listerine, it's blurry, but the Altoids, it's in focus. So that's a really nice, but that was included also in last year's version. Okay, now we have right here my Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. And I want to show you quick the interface and do the same demonstration here with the focus, just so you guys can see and compare the shutter speed and what's different and what's not. So take a look at that. It's focusing pretty good right there on the Listerine. If I move it, it's focusing on the Altoids. So this is not, I don't see any improvement right now in terms of the autofocus. They said that that was one of the major changes. Well, I don't see it. I see that I can get the same from the Edge Plus that I get from the S7. Really quick autofocus right there. Like I said before, we can lock the focus. So if I press right here, it's gonna lock the focus. So the Listerine is in focus. If I take a picture, the Listerine is in focus. The Altoids, it's blurry. I'm gonna go ahead and change it now to the Altoids. So now it's on the concentrating on the Altoids. So if you see, if I move it, the Listerine is blurry, the Altoid it's in focus. Let's take a picture and let's take a look at the samples. So take a look at that picture. The Altoid it's really clear. The Listerine it's blurry. On this one, the Listerine is clear. The Altoid it's blurry. So the same thing that we can do with the S7, we can do with the Edge Plus. Other than that, we still have the same effects here that I showed you before. All the different options right here, you can hide these, get access to the settings. Now take a look at this. I showed you before. On the Edge 7, you can only get the maximum resolution in 4.3 aspect ratio. In comparison to this one, the Edge Plus, you can get it in the 16 megapixels. So you can take advantage of the full megapixel resolution of your rear camera in the 16:9. To me, right now, the Edge Plus is winning when it comes to that. Other than that, the modes right here, this is what I told you before, is showing fast motion. I didn't see that on the S7 Edge. But basically that's it, my friends. So why don't we go ahead and take a look now at some pictures and video samples. Alright guys, last but not least, before I forget, I wanted to show you how quick it takes the pictures here, the Edge Plus. We looked at it at the S7 Edge, so here it is. Really, really quick. So to me, I mean, I don't think the S7 Edge is any faster, to be honest with you. Hey, so I hope you guys like my new hair. So final conclusions here, guys. To be honest with you, I've been testing both phones, and you guys saw on the video for the last 3 or 4 days. I don't see a difference, to be honest with you, in terms of the camera. That's my opinion, guys. You don't have to agree with me, but after testing these phones, to me, they take the pictures really quick, both about the same. Picture quality, it's about the same. Low light sensitivity, I don't really see much of a difference or benefits on the S7 Edge. So final conclusion for me, in my opinion, if you're looking to upgrade to this phone right here, the S7 Edge or the S7, based on the camera, if you're thinking you're gonna get a better performance based on the camera, I will say do not do the upgrade. Do not do it based on the camera. Take a look at the whole picture, take a look at the processor, take a look at the fact that the phone is waterproof, that you can access a micro SD card and it has a bigger battery. But do not do it based on the camera, because if you come from this phone or the Note 5 or even the S6 or the S6 Edge, I highly doubt it, I'm telling you right now, that you're gonna see a difference in terms of the camera. So anyways guys, I wanna thank you for watching this video. Give me your thoughts or your comments. On to the next video. We'll see you later. Peace out. Give me your thoughts on this, and congratulations to you if you own any of these phones out. Peace out. See you later.